Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our circuits yoga class today. We have got a great class planned for us today. We're going to work halfway through the class. We're going to work in our circuit, and then we're going to move on to our yoga portion of class where we're going to take it down to the ground. So we're going to start off with a 5 to 6 minute warm up, and then we're going to get right into our circuit. Make sure you have a nice set of weight options around you today, and make sure you have water. And of course, make sure you have a smile on your face. Let's go ahead and march it out. Now, today's structure of our class today is going to be centered around choosing to take your weights or choosing to leave your weights. So everything that you do today can be done with just your body weight, and or you can add some weights to make it a little bit more challenging for you. So you choose what works best for you. I love that. I love that we have options, right? All right, march it out nice and tall. Pull up those knees. Get a little bit of movement through the upper body. Nice job. Beautiful. Excellent. Fantastic. Hopefully you had a great night's rest and you're ready to go this morning. Good. Stay with me for 10. We're going to take it into some side steps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land those feet, bend those knees, side step to the right, side step to the left. Good. Beautiful. Stay in that semi-squat. Beautiful. A little bit of lateral movement here. Beautiful. Getting those quads and those glutes nice and warmed up. Good. Looking great. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take it into a side step, squat, squat, side step, squat, squat. Here we go. Side step, squat, squat, side step, squat, squat. Nice job. Side step, squat, squat. That's it. Good job. And squat, squat. Let's do 4 more rounds, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Beautiful. Make sure you're getting enough pushback into the hips. Toes are forward of the knees. Beautiful. 1 more round. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Land those feet. March it back through center. March it out. Good job. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to take it lateral move with a little lift of the arm. Land your feet. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Beautiful. A little tempo. Just make sure you honor your body. So I've got a little bend in my left knee. A little bit of movement through that arm. Again, if you want to leave that arm and you just want to do the leg, go for it. If you want to just do the arm and leave the leg, you choose. All right, good job. Stay here for 10. We're going to switch sides. In 5, 4, looking great. 3, 2, 1. Back through center, other side. Nice job. Beautiful. Nice and tall through the spine. Excellent. Fantastic. Love that we're together today. It's always so great to be together. Saturday morning, get our weekend off right on the right step. Good. Stay with me for 5. We're going to alternate sides. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Other side. Beautiful. Excellent. Now we're going to add a little front raise in there with the side steps in 5, 4. So we'll do front raise to side raise. Legs stay the same. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Side step, front raise, side step. Nice job. So take a moment just to get yourself coordinated here. Good. Fantastic. Good. Nice job. Beautiful. Pick up that tempo for double time in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. A little faster. Beautiful. Again, warm-ups are just to build some heat. Get us ready. Get our mind here. I don't want you feeling breathless here. Fantastic. Stay with me. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Nice job. All right, next we're going to go into some skaters here. I'm going to pick up the tempo a little bit. You can stay where you want to be at your own pace. I'm going to start off nice and steady. I'm going to pick up the tempo from here. Go ahead, land your feet. We're going to take a step out to the right, a step out to the left with that little hop in the middle, a little bend in that knee. Good. Upper body nice and tall. Square off those shoulders. Fantastic. A little balance work here, always good. Make sure you land that foot. So again, if hopping doesn't feel good, feel free to just step it over to the side. A little tap and step. All right, let's pick up that tempo in 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Beautiful. Nice. You got it. Woo. Good. All right, now if you want to, you can take it into a semi-curtsy. Here we go. Woo! That's it. Nice energy, guys. We got this. Fantastic. One to the other, your own pace. Stay with me for 15. Woo! You got it. Looking great. Excellent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Woo! Nice job. Hopefully feeling warm. All right, let's take a big arm. Stretch, reach the arms up to the top. Exhale, release the arms. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in, reach your arms tall. Let your right arm drift, plant your feet, little side stretch. Inhale through center, reach, little side stretch, and march it out one last time for 10 seconds. We're gonna get right into our set next. All right, fantastic. Go ahead and land your feet. Grab some water if you want some. Now, we're gonna start today. We just finished some curtsy lunge. We're gonna actually do some curtsy lunges next. So, what we're gonna do is, you have 2 options. Today is body weight, resistance, whatever you wanna do today. Now, if we're doing no body weight, no resistance, just body weight, we're gonna go into curtsy lunges, back through center. Now, if you wanna add some resistance, isometric hold, you can grab your weights at your heart. You're gonna challenge a little bit of the upper body. It's entirely up to you whether you wanna take this or not. We're gonna do right side only. Still same thing, cross body, back through center. Right side only. Then we're gonna get going and we'll take a little 10-second break, 15-second break, do the other side, okay? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you'll notice 2 things about curtsy lunges. There's very little rotation through my upper body. There's a slight external rotation of my right hip. My left knee is stacked on top of my ankle. There is 0 rotation in my knee. That is really important. Your knee does not turn like that. So be careful that you anchor and plant that foot down. I want you to be safe at home when you're doing this. Good. 15 seconds. Maybe you want to bend that knee down. Maybe you just want to reach and extend it. Remember, there's options here. Keep your abs pulled in. 5, 4, 3, you're looking great. 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax those arms. Woo, shake it out. Oh. All right, let's get ready in 5. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Left side. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice job. Stay tall through your spine. Good. You guys look so good. Great work in that isometric leg. So you've got a lot of work in that quad. Fantastic. So beautiful, ladies. So nice. Good. Nice and strong through the legs this morning. 15 seconds. 10. Keep going. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, set those weights down. March it out. Woo. All right. Can hear the breathing starting to get challenged here. All right, next we're going to take it to some jumping jacks. Now, jumping jacks, again, we've got so many different options, and I'm going to give you all three that I have in my wheelhouse for today. So traditional jumping jack, all the way up, all the way down. So like this, nice and long through the arms. Option number one. Option two, step outs with arm reaches. Now, that's with the arms. If arms overhead don't work, I want you to go to side steps. Okay, with a bit of tempo to get that heart rate up. All right, you're going to choose what you want to work, what option you want. If you have a room that's a little bouncy, maybe you're doing some side steps. Okay, all right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. 45 seconds. So I'm very lucky because I've got a concrete floor beneath me, so nothing shakes off the walls here. But that's not always the case with everyone, so just be careful. There's no pictures coming off the floor, off the wall here. Nice job. Good. Energize through those arms, extend those legs, really pop those feet. Nice job. Looking great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and land it out. Shake that off. Fantastic. Woo! Well done. Grab some water. All right. So, great way to get that heart running, right? Every time I was in school, in elementary school, what did they start with? They started with jumping jacks. All right, next one. We're gonna do some front kicks. Now, again, this can be done as you're kicking, just with your arms reaching. You wanna add some weights to it. Grab some weights, and we're gonna kick and press out, alternating sides. Getting a little bit of that work in the biceps here as we're front kicking and extending those arms. Again, you can do this with body weight or some weights. You choose what works best for you. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice. Good. Some great work in those biceps here. We've got a pretty nice lightweight, but enough that after 45 seconds, I'm going to feel this work in my buys. So don't feel like you got to go super heavy here. This is a lot of work just to hold those arms up with that weight. Good. 15 seconds. Keep going. You're looking great. Almost there. Good. 10, 9. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! My goodness. Like I said, all right, you don't need to go heavy on that one. All right, next, we're going to take this into a side reach with a row or a side reach, and we come back to base. Now, again, we can do this with weights or we can leave it. So if you're doing it without weights, you're going to reach and come back through center. If you're going to add some resistance to this, let's add a little row in there to get some work into the back of the body and into the shoulder. So as we're going to step into that side lunge, we're going to row, lengthen, back through base. We're going to stay on one side only. After that, we're going to go to the other side. Okay. All right. So we might be off if you're doing it without weights. Don't worry about it. Find your own rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, what's important about side lunges here is you've got some good length through the spine. Abs are drawn in. Beautiful. Good job. 15 seconds. Whew. Getting some good heat in the body today. Fantastic. Excellent. You got it. 15 seconds. Keep going. Fantastic. 10 seconds to go. Beautiful. Fantastic. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake that off. Well done. All right. Woo. All right. So 5 seconds. Let's get on to that other side. Switch weights into the other arm. Let's take it out with the left arm. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I've got a little external rotation of that leading leg so that my knee is stacked really safely above my ankle. Good. Good. Remember, there's always options here to slow it down or to pick it up. You know, we come to a different body every time we show up, right? Maybe we had a great night's sleep last night. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we had a crazy 24 hours or week at work. So honor that. Beautiful. Stay with me. Good. 10, 9. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Awesome. Fantastic. Shake that off. Looking great. Woo! Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, we're going to finish today with some prisoner squats. So these will be, again, optional to add some weights. If you're doing weights, you're just going to rest your weights at the side of your body. If you're doing prisoner squats, I'm going to say front squats if you're not doing it with your hands over your head. If you're doing prisoner squats, your hands are above your head, kind of interlaced. Feet are maybe a little wider and hip distance apart. We're going to come down and lift. Now, if you're adding weights, I just want you to keep those at the side, okay? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Beautiful. You got it. Fantastic. Good. Beautiful. Press equally into your feet here. Just notice if you have a little bit more of a tendency to favor one side over the other. These are good workouts to notice that type of effort, especially when we've got 2 feet down. You might tend to lean to one side. Want to really equally press into both feet. Good job. 6 seconds left. You've got it. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest those arms. Whoo, shake it out. Well done. Alrighty. Now, we're going to take it down to the floor. We're going to do 3 core exercises. We're going to start off with an inchworm to a plank. Now, if we're taking care of our bodies today, maybe going into a push-up plank is not good, or putting too much weight into the shoulders doesn't feel great, go into a kneeling plank. Make sure you support that shoulder. Make sure that if you are doing push-up plank, you're nice and soft through the wrist, or do a forearm plank if that feels better for you. So I'm going to start at the base of my mat, and I'm going to articulate down and walk myself out into a push-up plank. I'm going to hold that plank for 45 seconds. Make any modifications that you see fit for your body today. All right, let's get ready. Base of our mat, nice and tall. Exhale, roll down. Walk it out. Hands underneath the shoulders, heels long, head facing forward. Don't let that head drop. I want you to see some good energy from head to toe. Take some nice breaths in and some nice exhales out. Good. Get settled in here. Keep those abs slightly drawn in so you're nice and supported through the pelvis. Beautiful. Find something to focus on, that drishti point. We call in yoga as our focus point. Good. Stay here for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your knees down, press back onto your heels. Nice job. Fantastic. Let your low back lengthen out. Whew, beautiful. All right, let's come on to our sits bones. We're going to go into a rocking boat. Now, rocking boats, I'm going to give you 2 options for these. So Russian twists are the first one, where we're going to be kind of in that boat position, and we're going to go into some rotations. You can do that with some weights. You can do that body weight. If you want something a little bit more, we can do some rotations. That's where that rocking boat comes into play with a little leg kick. You choose whatever feels good. You could do it with weight or without. It's entirely up to you. All right, let's find our sits bones. I'm going to keep my heels down for this first round, and then I'll go into the rocking boats on the second round. So first, get your spine nice and long. Try not to compress in through the low back. Lean in. Here we go. So remember, rotations here. Try not to force them. Spine doesn't like it. Find your range of motion. Make it work for you and breathe. Try to keep your sits bones anchored. Don't let your pelvis rotate with you. Just the obliques doing the work here in that upper part of the body. Nice job. That's it. Nice. You're looking great. Excellent. 15 seconds left. Breathe in, breathe out. You've got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. Woo! Beautiful. I know. Aren't they surprising? All right. Let's take this down to the floor. We're going to finish off with some regular crunches. I'm going to give you some options for the crunches. So lie down on your back. We're going to set our feet hip distance apart. So option number 1 is feet down on the floor, hip distance apart. Make sure you've got that neutral spine. So when you're lifting up, you're not pressing down into that low back. I want all the work to be in the core here. Option number 2, you can bring your legs up, hip distance apart, or right above the hip here. Important, because when you do this, it flattens your low back. Option number 3 is to extend your legs. Again, you choose what works best for you. I'm going to keep my feet down for this round, interlace the fingers, lengthen the back of the neck, exhale, lift. Here we go, 45 seconds. Good, so I really want you to be careful that you're not using your neck on these. You're focusing on the abdominal area. It can be so easy to go into the neck and through the upper body. But that's just gonna really not give your abdominals as much opportunity to strengthen here. So really focus on that center part of the abdomen. Go about 8 seconds left here, almost there. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Excellent. All right, that was our set. We're going to run through one more time, and then we're going to finish up with our yoga. So we're going to be pretty stringent with the time. So we're going to do 45 on, 10, 15 second transition. We're going to move on to the next. If you need additional recovery time, take that extra time. Listen to your body first. We're going to go ahead and grab some water, and then we're going to get right into our second set again, beginning with our curtsy lunges. Again. All right. Excellent. All right. So starting with our curtsy lunges, choose to take your weights or to leave them. I love it when we have options like this. So, all right, beginning center of your mat, right leg only in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Really stack that front knee here. Toes are facing forward. You almost want to think of the knee kind of just staying directly on top of the ankle. There's really zero movement or rotation in that area. And if it feels not good on you to go deep into this curtsy lunge, don't. Remember, we're going to honor our hips here too, because if you got some tight hips, it might feel not so great. Good. 10 seconds left. Almost there. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo, fantastic. Woo. Oh, all right. All right, 5 seconds. Other side, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. You ready? Come on. You showed up this morning. That is so huge. And I want you to give yourself some huge kudos for making that decision for yourself. This self-care is so important. Good. Because we're always so busy taking care of everyone else, right? So here, take care to move within your range. Take care of your body. Good. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Woo. All right, let those weights drop. We're going to go into some jumping jacks, some step outs, or some step outs with reaches. Whatever feels right for you. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I really want you to pull in through those quads here. Energize through those arms. Breathe in, breathe out. You've got it. Good. Stay with me. Yes. That's it. You guys look awesome. Beautiful. 15 seconds. Feel that power through the body here. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Nice job. Woo! I know. All right. So let me just recap what we have. We have front steps with or without weights. We have side lunges with reaches, with or without with weights. We finish this segment with prisoner squats, and then we come down for 3 sets of core. So we're really at the finish line here. We're almost there. All right. Front steps, front pulses. Here we go. 3. Shoulders square. I want you to feel open through the chest. 2, 1. Here we go. So pull those elbows in and reach. And reach. Nice. Little kick. I don't know. I know Vicky does dancing. I don't know if this is the kind of dancing you do, but for some reason I feel like this would be a move. Maybe in aerobics or something, but really effective, I have to say. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Woo. Well done. All right. We got those side reaches with those rows. Go ahead and get your weights, or leave those weights and just do some side reaches without the weights. Whew. All right. So we're going to go ahead, start with that leading leg. I'm going to start with my right leg. You could start with your left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Remember, form first. Can't emphasize that enough, because it really only takes one kind of off movement to throw something out of whack, and we're reeling with it later. So just take that time to set yourself up for success here and really plant your feet, get your abs pulled in, back is long. Really nice job. Good. We're about 30 seconds in, 15 to go. Whew. Nice job. Nice job. Fantastic. 10. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo! Fantastic. Shake that off. Oh, all right. Let's get ready for that other side. Taking that left leg, leading it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Really at the end here, after this, we've got our prisoner squats. And we're down to the floor, and then we're going to finish off the nice yoga practice here. Really a grounding practice. Good. Beautiful. Good. So make sure when you land, you've got that slight external rotation of that leading leg. So you're opening up the hip, slightly leaning into it. Back is long. Good job. 12 seconds. You've got it. 10. 5. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Oh, fantastic. Set that weight down. We are done for that part. We've got just our prisoner squats or our front squats left. You can choose to do it with weights. You could choose to do it over your head. Whatever feels right for you today. All right, let's get ready in 8. I'm going to do some prisoner squats here. So hands above the head, nice and tall through the spine. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So as I'm shifting my hips back into my heels, making sure my knees are behind my toes. That's so paramount here. Beautiful. Nice long back. Energize to the back of the body here. 30 to go. Beautiful. I love squats because they're like an opportunity to oil the joints of the knees and the hips. As we're moving through those joints, we're getting that synovial fluid, lubricating all that area, getting it nice and primed. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew. Nice job. We're at the tail end here. 135 seconds left to go, and then we're done with our circuit. Now, when we're done with our circuit, with our crunches, let's stay down to the floor. Go feel free to grab your yoga blocks if you have some nearby. You can also grab some straps if you do have a strap or a resistance band. If you don't worry about it. It's no big deal. All right, let's start off in our plank. Start at the base of your mat. Lengthen the back of your neck and exhale, roll down. Get a little stretch in the back of the legs and walk your hands out. Getting into our plank. Here we go. I'm always a little amazed that when we come back to these exercises the second time, notice how they feel different. You know, your body's like, yeah, I've done these before. Maybe you even feel a little bit stronger in the pose, right? I know that years ago when I was teaching cycling, I would teach back-to-back classes, and I would do a 60-minute class, and that was the tough one. Then I'd get into that next 60 minutes, and it was like rocking and rolling because my body was ready and warmed up. All right, stay with me for 3, 2, 1. Set your knees down, press back onto your heels. Good. And I say that now because I complain when my husband and I go trail riding, and he makes me go on these 2-hour escapades in the forest, which is really one of my favorite things to do. And the first hour is usually pretty hard. Second hour is a little better, but it's still hard. All right. He knows he's primed that in that 75th minute, I'm usually like, all right, pull up the heart, lengthen through the spine, hold that weight right at your chest maybe, and then rotate. Here we go. Lean back and then rotate. Now, it might be tempting to shift those knees. When your knees are shifting, that means your pelvis is coming with you a little bit. Try to plant that pelvis and just move the upper body, and not just the shoulders. So shoulders are kind of planted where they are. You're turning from the core here. Shoulders are not really doing much here, except for holding up the weights here. Good. 8. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo! Fantastic. Well done. Shake that off. All right, last, oh my God, my ankles are sweating. We're working hard today. All right, we've got our last 45 seconds. Let's go ahead and finish this up. So you choose feet bent, feet at 90, legs at that nice candlestick shape, whatever feels right for you. All right, hands behind the head. Beautiful. Nice job, Kathy. It's a bit of an art to get the camera where it needs to go, right? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift and lower. Now, make sure that arch in your back is your natural curve. So you've got your sacrum down, your low back is not pressing to the floor as you're lifting, giving your core, that rectus abdominis, all the opportunity to work here. Let your neck be soft. I kind of always like to feel my head feeling heavy in my hands. The heavier your head feels, the more work you're going to give that core and lessen your neck. You don't want to do the work in your neck. That's just too straining. Good. Stay with me. We've got about 10 seconds left here. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest those feet, rest your upper body. Whoo! Well done. So proud of us today. As every time we get together, we work so hard. So let's go ahead and we're going to transition. So go ahead, get yourself ready. Take your socks off, take your shoes off. I'm going to change the music to something a little softer. We're going to get right into our yoga practice today. Whew. All right. I feel like this is such a well-deserved, delicious dessert after we've just had a beautiful meal, but this is like our time now to just come off that mountain. So I said to you earlier, we're going to be doing a grounding practice today. And I like to do grounding work because so often in our weeks, we're just rocking it from one thing to the next, right? It's like we're in this constant state of busyness. So grounding work just allows us to come down a little bit. So as you're here, maybe find yourself in constructive rest pose with your knees knocked together and your feet wide. And let's just allow our palms to remain open. Just allow the chest to open. Let's take a moment or two here just to settle into your breathing. Maybe even just taking a moment to re-regulate your breath. So again, coming off that mountain, we're just going to readjust here. Now, this is not a long practice. Every time we show up to the mat, it's important we set ourselves an intention. And reminding ourselves that an intention is not a goal, it's not something to achieve, but rather a state of being. So if you're feeling like you've had a frenzied week and things are just a little bit kind of really fluid and moving so fast, perhaps you remind yourself that you are grounded. And I like to use I am statements as a state of being where we are and in that space right now. So maybe I am grounded. I am at peace. I am in harmony. I am in balance. Whatever I am statement is calling to you. Now from here, go ahead and open your arms wide into a strong T. Open the knees and separate them and just allow your knees to fall in, lift, and then fall out as you windshield wiper your knees from one side to the next. Just inviting a little movement through the pelvis here. Noticing the feet pressing down into the floor, allowing there to be an opening through the hips. Take a nice inhale and a nice exhale. Just find your rhythm here. Wonderful. And then when you're finding yourself drawing the knees back in towards center, come back in, reset your sacrum, slide your hands to the side, toe heel your feet so that they're hip distance apart, and bring the heels in a little bit so that they're almost underneath your knees. Widen through the chest, press the hands into the floor, energize through the heels, press up into your bridge. And we're just going to do some flowing bridges here. So allow your sacrum to come down and then inhale as you lift back up. Noticing the front and back of the body, letting the body weight rest into the shoulders. Open your hips, expand your front, energize through the back. And let's move through 2 more flowing bridges here. And as you make your way into your last one, let's remain lifted here. Good. Perhaps staying here, or perhaps inviting a bind by shifting your shoulder blades deeply behind you, reaching for the hands if that's accessible, or perhaps just imagining the hands are coming towards center. Interlace the fingers and reach the hands past the tailbone. Keep your abdominals pressed in, open up through the sternum. And let's take 3 breaths here. Go ahead and release the hands, shimmy the shoulders wide, stay lifted. Reach for your yoga block, take your yoga block and set it underneath your sacrum. And then go ahead and set your sacrum right down onto your yoga block and find yourself in a supported bridge here. From here, you can adjust the height of your block. Maybe it's on the lowest height, medium height. I don't usually recommend the high height as that can be a little unstable. Go ahead and bring the right knee in towards your chest. Take the left leg out towards the sky. Now, as you draw the right knee in towards the chest, I want you to energize through that left leg, taking that left leg long, and then go ahead and lengthen it down to the base of your mat. Now, for some, opening the left or right hip, whatever we're going to be doing today, may not be accessible to bring that foot down towards the floor. If it isn't, bend your knee. Allow the left hip to expand and open as you draw the right knee in towards your heart. From here, turn your left foot out so that the arch is reaching towards the sky. I want you to slide that foot with the knee extended out to the left side back towards center, and then pull the knee back in, set your foot down to the floor. Go ahead and switch legs. Take the left knee in, extend the right leg up, energize through that right leg, point the toe if you want to. Set your sacrum down and then slowly release the right leg down to the base of your mat, opening up the right hip. Take a few moments here just to breathe into that space. Go ahead and open your right foot to the outer edge of the mat and then slide that right foot in towards center, heel coming in towards your glute, knee still wide, and then draw the knee in through center. Bring the right knee in towards your chest, both knees rocking towards your heart. And then go ahead and reset your sacrum down so that your knees are slightly pressed away from you and maybe rock side to side. So here, if you've got your block on, let's say, the medium height, you may want to just be careful here so it doesn't feel unstable. Good. You can even stir the pot with the knees, spreading the low back into the floor, maybe doing about 4 or 5 rotations in one direction, and then 4 or 5 in the other. Wonderful. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and make your way back in through center and extend the right leg to the sky, and then the left. Set your hands to the side of your body, finding our inversion. Some call this a supported shoulder bridge. Some people call it a shoulder stand. Some people call this a candlestick. Energize through the legs. Notice if you have any movement in the muscles here, and that's okay. Try to breathe into it. And then whenever you're ready, bend into the knees, set the feet down to the floor, gently one at a time, pressing the heels into the floor as you energize through the glutes and lift the sacrum enough so that you can lift up off the ground. Let's gently extend the arms out to a strong T. Draw the knees towards center, press into the feet, lift the sacrum 2 to 3 inches off the floor and shift it to the right. Now here, if you want to, you could take your yoga block and set it between the knees. Energize through the inner thighs and then allow your knees to fall over to the left side as you come into your supine twist. Now, as you come into your supine twist, I want you to notice if your right shoulder is wanting to pull up off the ground. Take a moment here to readjust yourself, that you really focus on planting the shoulder blades down to the floor. The yoga block can help facilitate just keeping those knees towards center, maybe taking that top leg and reaching it a little longer so you can stack those hips, bringing your sacrum with you, your hips with you. Wonderful. Now, as you're ready, we're going to slide our right arm past our midline, and I want you to round yourself over towards the left side and come into a side lying position. Knees are going to come together. Arms are going to outstretch to the side. Palm is going to come upon palm. So right and left hand palms are together. Inhale, take that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, open up your heart. See, keep the knees together. Inhale, draw up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the palms back towards center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Energize through the core here. Opening up the chest, opening up the heart space, inviting a little rotation through the spine, and then bring the palms together. And just flow here a few more times at your own perfect pace. So breathe in, exhale, open up the heart. Again, I want you to allow your body to open and lengthen, but not create force. Inhale, twist up to the sky. Exhale, let the palms press together. Good, last one. Breathe in. Inhale back through center and breathe back out. Beautiful. Now, maybe when you're ready, lying on your side, you can even let the bottom arm rest underneath your crown. I'm sorry for my back. All right, take your block away from your thighs, and we're going to roll that right shoulder back, reaching for that right leg. Extend the left leg long. And we're coming into a side lying quadricep stretch here. Now, if your hand doesn't quite reach the foot, maybe you're just imagining in the mind's eye that your foot is reaching towards the hand and the hand towards the foot. Your knees are stacked on top of each other and the knee is pressing down towards the floor, towards the base of the mat, sorry. Opening up the shoulder here, making sure your core is engaged to keep everything nice and stable. Maybe even energizing through that bottom leg here. Wonderful. And go ahead and release that right leg, set it down to the floor. Slowly make your way back onto your back. And we'll have to just reshift back to the base of our mat, into center. And this time we're going to shift towards the other side. So maybe taking the block between the knees, opening up the arms strong to a strong T, and then lift the sacrum and shift it over towards the left. And then drawing the knees over towards the right. And this time focusing on the left shoulder resting down to the floor. Now, often you may be cued to turn the neck in the opposite direction. I often cue that with a lot of caution. So make sure it feels good for your neck. It can be sometimes a little bit too much for the neck. So sometimes I tend to like to keep my gaze up to the sky. Make any adjustments you need, maybe taking that top leg and just extending it out nice and long here so that you can imagine that your ankles, knees, and hips are nicely aligned. This is very much an upper thoracic rotation. And so it's important that we keep our pelvis together. Pelvis doesn't have a tremendous amount of range of motion. It's really there to help facilitate mobility. So we want to just be a stability, not mobility, sorry. Doesn't have a lot of range of motion, does not have a tremendous amount of mobility, but it has a lot of stability. That's its main purpose. Now from here, let's take that left arm and we're going to guide it past our midline. And again, you can actually cradle your top arm and just imagine the palms are together. If that feels better on the neck, this can feel a little tough on the neck. So actually, I'm going to do that. So take that top arm, press it down, inhale, lift, exhale, open up, keeping the knees down to the floor. Inhale back through center, exhale, close it up. I'm going to do about 4 of these spinal rotations. And just being mindful to come to this with a lot of love. And I encourage you to do that with anything you're doing with your body, is just do it with that care and softness. Not everything has to be with force. Beautiful. Just invite your breath into this movement. Good, and let's do one more here. Inhale through center and then back to base. Wonderful. Maybe we'll take the block away, extend the bottom leg long, roll that top arm back and down and reaching for that foot. So sometimes doing this in a standing position, this quadricep stretch, can feel a little imbalanced. This is a great alternative. Making sure to keep your abdominals engaged and that bottom leg really energized. Wonderful. Go ahead and release that left foot. And we're going to roll onto our tummy here. And we're going to take our arms directly underneath our shoulders for Sphinx pose. So from here, I like to usually kind of genie my arms here, and that just allows me to kind of keep that space of my elbows underneath my shoulders. And then from there, I'm going to open up my palms. You can have your palms facing one another. You can have the palms down. Now, when you get here, roll your shoulder blades back, and then there's a little lift of the upper spine here. So it's taking a lot of that extension in the upper part of the body here. And I want you to imagine that you're lifting your sternum, but you're not trying to create this massive compressive arch in the low back. We want to pull into the belly here. Pubic bone is down to the floor. Feet might be hip distance apart. Some good engagement through the glutes here. And just lift that belly up. Lift that sternum. Shoulder blades are drawn back. Now, it might be tempting to really kind of create tension in the upper body here, but try to just ease yourself into this. Try not to invite tension in here. Here, you may want to just offer some gentle rotations to the right and to the left, really exploring what feels good. Still engaging through the core. Shoulders are pulled back and down. Good. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to come back next through center. And let's go ahead and take our hands, and we're going to press our hands into the floor. Press back into child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. And let's just give ourselves a little counter stretch here. Now, as you're here, allow the sits bones to rest down towards the heels. If you can't quite get the heels down, take a yoga block and set it underneath. I want this to feel really comfortable. So just make whatever adjustments feel right for you. If your forehead doesn't quite reach the floor, let your hands stack so that your forehead is comfortable and you're not straining through the upper part of the body. Wonderful. Let's just take another couple of breaths here, breathing in through the nose and maybe sigh it out. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and take our next inhale, and we're going to shift our weight forward. And from here, we're going to take our hands and come right into cow. Adjust the knees. Exhale, pull the belly in, round in through the spine. Let the gaze fall between the knees. Come into cat. Inhale, arch the low back, roll the shoulder blades back, lift up through the sternum. Inhale, pull the belly in, rounded through the spine, let the gaze fall between the knees. Press the rib cage back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Wonderful. Last one. Wonderful. Come back through center. Take the hands forward of the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Press the sits bones up. Bend in deeply through the knees as you lift your sits bones, coming into downward facing dog. Press the feet wide if you want to. Gives your back a little space. Let's go ahead and just move gently through the hips here. And I like to let this to be really fluid through the shoulders and through the hips. If coming into this space does not feel good for the shoulders, come back to child's pose. Take just a break there. Wonderful. Beautiful. Good. And then at your own pace, we'll come back towards center. Coming back into your downward dog, sit bones up to the sky, lift the heart down towards the earth, relax through the neck. On your next inhale, roll through the spine, shift your weight forward, find yourself in your plank. Now you can stay here, or you can set your knees down and let your belly come down to the floor, or you can come into chaturanga. Shift your weight forward, bend into the elbows, down to the floor. Shoulder blades pull back, press down through the belly button, through the hip bones, lift up, find your cobra. Exhale, come down. Curl your toes under, shift back, downward dog. Wonderful. Go ahead and take your feet towards center. Inhale, sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the right knee in towards the right elbow. Inhale, up to the sky. Cross that right knee towards the left elbow. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale towards the nose. Inhale towards the sky. Set the right foot down. Drop to your knees. Press back onto your heels. Give your shoulders and your wrists a break. Wonderful. On your next inhale, shift back forward. Hands forward to the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Back to downward dog. This time, shift your weight back to that plank position. Either coming into a kneeling plank or chaturanga. Bring yourself down to the earth. Shoulders pull back, lift up through the sternum, pull up through the belly. Exhale, release down to the floor. Shift back, sits bones. Take a break. Turn those toes under, shift forward, find your plank. Find your downward dog, sorry. And feet are towards center here. And this time we're going to lift up through the left leg. Bend that left knee towards the left elbow. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, energize through the leg up to the sky. Exhale, left towards right. Inhale towards the sky. Knee to nose. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale, set that left foot down. Set the knees down wide, child's pose. Press back, either bring the hands towards center, resting the forehead on the top of the hands, elbows wide. Wonderful. Now, when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and lie down onto our backs. And we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest. So however you want to get there, let's go ahead and get there. So when you're ready, bring your knees in towards your chest. Give the low back a little stretch here. Maybe rock your body side to side, spread the low back into the floor. Fantastic. Now, perhaps you want to come into happy baby, or maybe there's something else you want to do. Maybe you want to do an inversion, you want to go into plow or shoulder stand, or maybe if there's something else that's calling to you, please take this opportunity for the next few moments to explore. I'm going to go into happy baby today. I'm going to hook my peace fingers onto my big toes, flexing through my heels, feet up to the sky, elbows towards my knees towards my underarms. Just allow the hips to open here, and you can rock it side to side. Maybe just allow that to be your happy baby. That's what makes it the happy baby, is that rocking. Just having some fun with that, spreading the low back out, massaging the spine, the shoulders, the back of the head. Good. Wonderful. And at your own perfect pace, we're going to come back through center and set our feet down. And we're going to make our way into our Shavasana. So whatever version of Shavasana you want today, maybe you want to come into constructive rest pose, knees together, maybe reclined butterfly feels good today, maybe supported reclined butterfly. Actually, that's what I'm going to do today. Maybe legs extended out long to the mat. Whatever version is calling to you, just go ahead and settle yourself in, maybe placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the low belly. As we rest here for the next few moments, let's take some nice concentrated breaths in and out, allowing any thoughts that are drifting in the mind to seep out the back of the head into the earth. Allow them to be released. And just giving yourself a moment here to just rest the body, the soul, and the mind. Now, as we begin to start to reawaken our body, please decide for yourself. Maybe you need to stay here a little longer. And I really encourage you to listen to that. And if you do decide to stay there, we'll turn everything off. So don't worry. Just take this time for yourself. Otherwise, if you want to begin to deepen the breath into the body, maybe inviting a little bit of gentle movement through the hands and through the feet. And then however you want to, maybe take a moment to roll onto your favorite side and just settle in there for a second or two, just to harvest this sense of stillness and peace and calm that's hopefully present within you. Knowing that the sensation is not reserved only for the time that you're on the mat, but reserved for whenever you want to pull it out. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and take that top arm and slowly press yourself up into Sukhasana. Wonderful. I love to close my practices off with hands at hand in Jali Mudra. Reminding ourselves that we are all one. This is also a mudra that involves the sense of balance. So with a gentle bow of our head towards our hands, let us give thanks to the divine that lives within us all. May your heart always stay warm, and may your smile always stay broad. And may the light that shines in me honor the light that shines in you. Namaste. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm really honored that we get to practice together and work our bodies together in this amazing community. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful remainder of your day, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. From my heart to yours. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.